that?
Well, they laid off, I think it was about 80 people in February they laid off. And I was real surprised. I started working there March 9th, right after they laid everybody off. And so a lot of the teams were overwhelmed because they were wearing a lot of different hats. And so, hey, how you doing? So it's all good. It opens the door to go do AI full 100% and just kind of put agile on the back end. So that's good.
That's
how you
awesome.
doing, Shashina? Is that how you say your name, Shashina?
Hello, it's Jashina. Hello.
Shashina.
Hey, Jashina.
Yeah. That's a beautiful name. I've never heard it. Nice to meet
you. Thank
It
you.
is. Yes. Hey, Joseph. What's up?
Hey, Ian.
Hey.
Hey, Joseph.
Hey there. Hey, Linda.
Hello.
Guys, yeah. If you haven't met Joseph is my friend from Houston. I met him out there.
I'm in Kingwood, Joseph. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
We're neighbors.
We are. Where are you? Are you in Cyprus too?
I'm right in Hunter's Ridge. It's the back of the forest in Kingwood.
Hello.
Aw.
Aw. Hello there. What's your name?
Hello. That's it.
Kiara.
Kiera?
Niera.
Niera. That's a beautiful name.
Love
So
it.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome. Cool. Yeah. Happy to have you all here. And yeah, you too, Joseph.
Likewise.
Sweet.
Likewise. And I can't pronounce your name. Jazz. I can't pronounce your name. Can you please help?
It's okay. It's Jashina.
Jashina.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Cool. I'm in Colorado this week. I'm out here. I'm actually out here for a funeral. I was here yesterday for that, and a dear friend of mine passed, but it was an incredible funeral. Just the amount of people that showed up. There was like 200 plus people, and he impacted a lot of people's lives for the better. And clearly, all those people who showed up. So, including myself, getting to reconnect with some of our mutual friends out here, and I'll be back in Houston tomorrow. So, yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, he's a cool dude.
Sorry for your loss, Ian.
Yes, sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Yes, I know. It's a bummer, but I guess that's life, and it is like he did significantly impact me, and I'm grateful for him so much. So, yeah. Hi, Julie.
Hello. I just joined. What
Welcome
happened?
in.
I just joined. What happened? You okay?
Yeah. I'm good. I was just saying I'm in Colorado. I had a friend pass away,
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
I've been out here for the past few days, and right now staying at a friend of mine's house. That's where all this cool music equipment is behind me. And yeah, whenever I come out to Colorado, I don't typically have a car. I just bounce around from friend to friend's house while I'm here, because
That's well, you're in your 30s, so that's what you do.
yeah. Yes. Cool. Well, we've got a little gang of people here. We can do a quick introduction like we've done before, where just introduce who you are. We already kind of did that, but who you are, where you're from, and what you're working on. Not necessarily the state of what you're working on, but what it is that in general you're working on. So, Joseph, since this is your first time here, mind if we start with you?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. Hi, ladies. Hi, Ian. My name is Joseph Bankole. I'm a data engineer for about total IT for about 16 years. And I found myself in a position where I've been unemployed now for 3-some years. So I started kind of playing around with AI and looking to try to use it to solve the problem I'm in, which is finding a job. And got the blessing to meet Ian. He's doing something great, and I'm trying to see if I can leverage a lot of what his platform to help out with some of the other, the Bible sorry, I'm segueing, but the Bible says invest in many different things, and that's kind of the season right now, is just trying to invest in many different things.
Amen to that.
Yeah, amen to that. Love that you added that. Thank you, Joseph. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Thank you, Joseph. Linda, would you like to go?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Linda Mingy, and I live in Kingwood, Texas, a little north of Houston. I've been doing Agile for 19 years, Agile coaching, and I really love it, but I'm wanting the teams to be able to deliver with good, clean code. And a lot of AI tools out there is persuading them to be able to flip the Agile to an Agile AI experience. I do want to just go full force AI because I think it's our future and just keep on top of things. And Ian really is good about keeping us up to date on what's going on and being informed about how the tools work. I've met Ian, I guess about 1.5 years, almost 2 years now. And he really affected me to get excited about AI. So that's why I'm here with Ian and supporting him. And now I'm jobless again. I was unemployed for 22 months. I went to a job, worked 61 days, and I'm unemployed again, but that's okay. I'm going to focus and move forward, not worry about being unemployed, just be positive. And just like Jeremiah 29:11 says, I have plans for you, and said the Lord. So I think about that scripture, and I'm going to move forward. Nice meeting everybody.
Likewise.
Linda. Jashina, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. So I am Jashina Shelton. I am based in Indianapolis, Indiana. I am a faith and AI trainer, which means I'm building digital platforms to help others with digital discipleship. And now with Ian's support, I am starting a Women in AI platform where it's all women all the time, built for women in mind.
Oh, yes. That's a very good, concise pitch. You're
It's
going to have to teach us how you do that. That was really good.
effective, man. It got me excited and uplifted.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Julie?
Hi, I'm Jules. I actually have had my own Amazon FBA business for 14 years, and I have a Walmart fulfillment business as well. I'm a third-party vendor. I have my own private label where I sell rocks that I get from all over the world, and it's basically a science, technology, engineering, mathematics kit teaching kids about geology. But I'm now focusing on starting up an AI agency and really focusing on AI, boosting not only that business, but moving forward. And I've built several apps, kids financial app. I've built, let's see what else I've built. Oh, the affiliate app. Last night I built a luxury showroom app to sell high-end products to, all those wealthy people out there that can buy all that crap that we want to buy someday. So, yeah, pretty busy. Ian is an amazing young man, and I have much respect for him. And I'm looking forward to really building my community within the LaunchBox. So thanks for letting me share.
Thank you, Jules. Much respect for you as well. Chantel, hello. Welcome. I don't know if you've come to this meeting before, but we're very happy to have you here. We've all gone around and introduced ourselves. If you care to, come off mute and tell us who you are, where you're from, and what it is that you're working on. If not, no worries.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chantel, and I kind of found out about Ian through Regina Wheeler's AI group and an AI for business. And I'm a senior business process architect, so I'm working for a company right now in IT, supporting their business processing and their reporting and their system database. On the side, I'm an educator. I'm an advocate for emotional intelligence for elementary school children. And I'm hoping to learn what I can about AI, of how I can make it profitable, but also use it to my advantage to create a business with my passions, which is education and health. Thank you.
Very cool. So
Awesome.
glad that you made it. Yeah, this is an awesome little group we got here today. Thank you all for coming.
By the way, I'm from sunny SoCal. That's hence the little sunset there.
Yes.
I forgot to say where I was from. So
Yes.
ahead.
Chantel, where are you from again?
I'm in South Florida.
South Florida. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, I am Ian. I am from Pensacola, Florida, but live in Houston, Texas currently. And I am working on building communities through LaunchBox, through just networking in Houston, through this little group we have here, and another group that I hold on Saturdays. I really like bringing people together. It's really cool because, I mean, all of this here is because I decided to put myself out there, and all of you decided to put yourself out there on the internets, and here we are together, and talking about fate or faith. Yeah, things I believe happen for a reason, and we're all here for a reason, and all through the ups and downs of it. So thank you all. I'm working on as well LaunchBox, which is my AI agent community powered platform, which allows you to host a community. You can host free members and you can monetize a subscription on that platform. And you can now incorporate agents, which help to sort of automate the engagement for you on that platform. So the agents will bring in content, they'll post and keep your community feeling welcomed and engaged as they're coming in. So that's that. And then I've been working on a little side project, which some of you may have seen my videos about, which is the AI goblin agents. And what they do is
Yeah, what's that about? That looks pretty cool.
in practice, they're supposed to just be their own little business and money printing companies. So I can show you that here in a little bit. And as far as like making that a product, that might be something that I can do later on and down the line. It's just still a little bit too complex to set up. So for the average consumer, it's not quite there yet. But once it starts, once I can figure out how to set it up so that people can make their own little businesses within it, then we'll see what happens. But those are what I'm working on. And so the next part of this meeting, we go into wins and highs for the last week and lows, just so that we can, share that a little bit and relate with each other. So I will circle it back around to Joseph. Do you have wins from last week? If so, please share those. And if you have any low moments you want to share, that's welcome as well.
So like general life wins, or
it can be life. It can be life and where you're at with your venture.
all right. Life wins. My niece graduated on Friday.
Nice.
So nice. Yeah, so I got to attend her graduation and the after party, and so family from California came in to visit, and so that was positive. And then also I've got a big part of what so the platform I'm working on is to try to improve the hiring process, skipping resumes and stuff. And so I got I'm in the process of talking to colleges to see. I think the best way to grow that community is through college. So I got invited to a Aggie club meeting on Thursday. So that was a big win. And hopefully I'm visiting with them again this Thursday. So it's little progress, but making wins. So yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Thanks for letting me share.
Yeah, man. Linda, we'll circle back to you.
My highs and lows. Okay. My highs was I met 182 people out of the 400 team members at McLean. I took the time to set up 30-minute calls because I wanted to feel how they were feeling in February when they had a layoff. I started working for them March 9th. So as an agile coach, I wanted to see how they were. I'm glad I met all those folks. They are great people. Able to give good feedback after the layoff that they did with some of the leadership people like myself. That just opens a door for me to really make sure that I can focus on AI. As I age, I want to have purpose. I've always wanted to have purpose, anything I did, but it's something different now. I joined a church recently, and I have a class, a Sunday school class of 70, 80, and 90-year-old ladies. And Kim, my partner, and I are in our 60s. And they love us. We've been going to their Sunday school class. Well, when I worked at Apple, I taught a 93-year-old lady how to work on a computer with lead learning out technique that Apple taught me. I want to give these ladies, they want to learn AI, these 70, 80, 90-year-olds, just, some AI to have fun with. So that's a purpose project. And my other purpose project is I follow a lot of rescues. And there's a lot of shelters out there that euthanize dogs, and then people on threads and Facebook's like, I want that dog. Then they can't get a hold of the person, and then the dog gets euthanized, and then they think, well, I wanted to give that dog a home. So I want a platform to be able to connect people faster than having to call the shelter on the phone or emailing them. Let's do something with AI and get that response to that shelter. Hey, somebody wants this dog in North Carolina. Let's set up a transport. This person over here said they'll transport it, get that dog a home, and that fur baby doesn't get euthanized. So those purpose products and people is what I want to focus on as a 63-year-old. Sorry I took so long. Thanks for letting me share.
You're fine. Thank you, Linda. Jashina?
So personal wins, I now have a kindergarten graduate. Woohoo!
Yay.
Right. Yeah. And that's exciting. And a fifth grader. And then I have 2 adult kids. So we're not going to talk about that. A little bit of a gap there. Just a little bit.
I'll commit that grandbaby all day, girl.
Yeah. But also just kind of building out this community is a win, because it's really forcing me to focus and like be intentional with the steps I'm taking with AI, and not just create all the little flashy things, because I like them too. And yeah, and we can create stuff all day. Like you have to talk to, like, hey, I think I want a dashboard that'll take me to the moon and study moon rocks. Okay, let's go. Right. But is that helpful for the community I'm building? No, I don't need to learn about moon rocks tonight. Maybe on the weekend, right? And so that's been my struggle still. Stop making new things. Okay, I'm trying to slow down.
I hear you.
Gotta stay focused.
I do. Thank you, Jashina.
No
Okay,
problem.
Julie.
All right. Well, my personal wins from Ian already knows this. My son actually graduated from college with the second highest honor college offers, with his magna cum laude, with full honor roll, and he had gotten a full scholarship from full scholarship from his Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics Academy that he went to from 5th grade through high school. So he actually entered college as a sophomore, and I'm just so amazed. He actually got his degree in information systems with an emphasis on cybersecurity, and he's just applied at Purdue to get his master's degree. So we're seeing, hopefully that'll go through for him. So I'm very, very proud of him. He's only 20. So he's got a huge future ahead of him. And I am blessed with a beautiful daughter who's 34, who's doing great too. So I'm very blessed with that. She just got engaged. So maybe grandbabies someday, because I'm 57. So let's get stepping. A couple other just personal wins. I went to a women's global event group this past weekend. That's why I missed the Saturday call in. And it was really nice to actually be in person and actually, meet with community. And that was a lot of fun. And I'm looking to also join the Worldwide Women's Association. It's like a couple $100 a year, and you get global access to women all around the world. So if you go on travel vacations with either one of these groups, it's pretty good. It's just nice to be able to connect wherever you go. And you can actually speak in front of people once I get to that level, because one of my aspirations is to build an AI agency, which is my AI for Biz Pro, which I've started and been branding on Ian's platform. So I put in the chat several of the different apps I've built in the last, that's just 3, but just that I'm working on, playing around with. But the luxury showroom app I built last night, literally in like 3 hours, still has some work to do on it and stuff like that to fine tune it on the back end with admin rights and all that kind of stuff. But I built an affiliate app, and then I built a kids financial literacy app. They all need to be fine tuned and, worked on and stuff like that. But, it's great. And Ian actually helped me with my FO Pro. He helped me build a cool cat is my mascot. So I'll if I can, I'll try to put a picture up of my cool cat. Ian, you probably have one, but anyway, thanks for letting me share. I'm really glad to be here, and Ian's an amazing young man. So thank you, Ian, for all you do.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jules, and congrats again.
Thank you.
Yeah. Chantel?
I always say great parents raise great kids. So,
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So we're all great parents, right? Those of us who are.
Mhm. Chantel, highs and lows for your last week?
My highs, I would say, I did get to implement some configurations for one of the departments before the tenant refreshed. So I at least got that to be production ready. So I'm glad about that, because it's not easy working with HR. So, and then I finished a permaculture program, learning how I can utilize my yard to grow healthy herbs and gardens, but make it efficient and make it compliant to HOA as well. So been learning a lot about that and how I can help my community, help my family to utilize their property for growing healthy food. So there's that. I've been my father's, a bit stable. He was in a car accident after New Year's, and it's been a bit of a struggle, but it's been eye-opening of maybe the health issues that were underlying that we did not know about. So it's brought the family together for us to support him in this new transition of his life. It's just been a little difficult for me, as I have to be like the mediator. I have to wear many hats, so it can be a little overwhelming. So I've been working on myself and advocating for myself, and asking to tap out to take care of myself, so that way I can come back. And there's other like community commitments that I have made that I've now learned to kind of say no, to take care of myself first and not go through that threshold of burnout like I have in the past. And so with that, balancing all of that is trying to find time to build my business and learn about the tools of AI, and be around smart people who I can learn from, and discipline myself in getting things going.
Wow. Thank you for sharing all of that. It was very, from everybody, very authentic and real. So yeah, thank you all. And sounds like a lot of good wins. And for me, I just feel a huge win just being here with all of you today. I think sometimes I get clouded or just take for granted kind of what's going on, and like every week there's so many positive things that are happening, whether it's not necessarily the massive check coming into my bank account, but it's more so just these relationships that I'm building. I got a client that I'm doing some consulting for, and I'm going to be building some agents for him. And so I can get very boxed into like what I think it needs to look like or what it should be. And I've been so focused on LaunchBox, which I still very much am, but I kind of closed the door to other opportunities that are like knocking on it, like, hey, come here, I'm ready for you right now. And yeah, I have sort of, I don't know, just realizing that not to I don't know, box myself in so much into what I think it needs to look like. I mean, I never would have expected I would live in Houston, Texas, and now I do. And I'm really grateful for that. And so keeping my mind open, my eyes open for opportunities. And I have a lot of awesome stuff coming up this month as far as I'm doing a workshop with the county of Harris County in Houston for a small business summit. So I'll be teaching a room full of small businesses that are trying to integrate AI and automation. And yeah, all of that was through meeting James Nelson, who shared through that workshop last month. And yeah, I mean, things are falling into place, and I am trying. Yeah, that's my focus, is to just keep my eyes open for stuff. So I guess sort of what I was hearing through everybody sharing was a common thread of like getting distracted by shiny objects and trying to focus on a goal maybe, or a priority. And so maybe we could go back through and share about a focus for this week for yourself. What would you like to focus on? If anything else, like, you know, what's your focus for this week? So Joseph, kick it back to you.
Yeah, good. You gave me just enough time to think through it. So I think my biggest focus, I love that you said chasing after shiny object. I think yes, I started off with investing in different places, but there are times when I do feel, I feel like it's more like an identity crisis, right? Like I started this whole journey trying to find a job, and then all of a sudden it started branding myself as a startup founder, which kind of recruiters don't really want to touch you when you're a startup founder. So, but then lately too, is attending meetings has been distracting for me. It's been that shiny object. There's a balance to it. There's an art that I'm trying to figure out, which you want to attend meetings, but also focus on the work you're doing. And so at times I hear this feedback, not necessarily because it's what people I'm talking to are saying, but because I'm convicting myself, where it's, am I deliberate in the meetings I choose to attend? Are they strategic? Are they worthwhile? Are they moving my goals forward? So I think the focus for me this week is trying to pay attention to the meetings I attend or the events I attend to make sure that it aligns with my goals. Pick key goals, yes, invest in multiple things, but try to make sure everything, my activity aligns with the goals I've chosen. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Joseph.
Okay.
Linda?
Yeah, I would have to say I'm kind of like Joseph, what he says about, because he's looking for a role too. You got to be careful what you put on LinkedIn or anywhere else, because they'll stay away from you. And it was hard for me to put the open for work on my LinkedIn, you guys. It just was. But that's okay. You know, I've got to have a job where I can stabilize, continue to pay my bills, and take care of my home front. But I'm really serious about this AI. I've been tugged by the heart by Ian from the get-go. When I saw him on stage talking about his father, I knew this young man was something to be a part of. And that's why I continue to stay. Now I can go and he can see when I log in, because I'm going to be logging into his platform and really using those tools and recognizing the talent that he has that he's teaching me. And so that's going to be my focus. I've still got to look for a job. I've still got to take care of my home front here. But I really want to do this and I want to start my own business. And all of y'all give me strength by giving what y'all are doing and how you're feeling about your work with AI. So this group of individuals just lifted me up today, and I want to thank you while I have the floor for a second. So that's what I'm going to focus on. Thank y'all for your insight today. You've lifted me up. Thanks.
Thank you, Linda. Sheena.
Yes. So my focus for this week is right now I just started my second or third for the year Digital Discipleship Academy, and we started last night. So I really want to make it a little more interactive and trying to decide like, all right, what do they need, what do they want, without overwhelming myself, because I have a solid platform in Google Classroom for them, but there's always more, right? And so just trying to decide like how much more do I need to pour into that? So that's my focus for right now.
Okay. Cool. What is digital discipleship? Would you share a bit about that?
Yeah. So I work with faith leaders who want to take so the Great Commission, go ye therefore into all the world. I try to make it digital. And so for our members who are like in hospitals or care facilities, making sure they have like apps that link them right back to their local church, and make sure they have electronic options available to them, so they don't, it's not a lot of effort on the sick part, but it's more effort on the ministry leaders team to make sure that, hey, if your member is out for an extended period of time, they're still connected. They still feel like they're part of it. And so we are creating like digital discipleships, AI influencers. We call them like digital diggins. That send them like little messages. Hey, this is what you missed this Sunday. We miss you. Like those type of things. They have been very creative in the song, like using Suno to make little songs about stuff for the sick members of the church. Because, yeah, sometimes when you're sick and you belong to a church, sometimes it feels like you're missing everything. And so trying to keep everybody connected as they're going through sickness and things of that nature. So
That's super cool.
thanks. We're trying.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are afraid that AI is gonna make us less connected, but you're proof that it's making people more connected.
We're trying. We are trying.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool, thank you. Julie, focus for this week.
Good question. Focus for this week. Well, like I said, I just started that luxury showroom headquarter thing last night, which is interesting. It's a high-end platform selling like longevity type stuff, like cold plunges and saunas and actual like home gym equipment, like being the middle person and then just getting a wholesale and flipping retail on the site and stuff. But that's kind of like a little side thing I'm going to start doing. But my focus is actually to really start getting my LaunchBox community up and going. I really want to start doing that. So, and the affiliate side. So my affiliate platform, the AFHub Pro, I want to finish that by hopefully next week at the latest. So I'll probably be focusing more on that than anything this week to get that up and going. But I just LaunchBox is one of my my platforms I really want to get going, and just got to do it. So I got to watch that last recording that you did that I'd asked you if it was a recording I missed, I think a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to watch that. So
okay, I'm going to show you guys some stuff here once we move on in a second, where you can find all of that stuff. Thank you, Jules.
Perfect. Yeah, no worries. And go over the affiliate program too, or is that something on the partner side?
I will. Yeah, I'll definitely go over that again.
All right, thank you.
You got it. Chantel, focus for this week.
Yeah, the focus for this week will definitely have to be smaller goals. Just knowing what I'm dealing with personally, and how I kind of handle stress. So a lot more smaller goals, taking it one step at a time. I do have a business community page that I'm creating on Facebook, and that way I'm going to kind of get my foot wet in content and get some feedback from my audience as to what appeals to them, and then kind of go from there as to the type of content structure that I want to present. That could be for profit eventually. And I have a little notebook of all these different apps I keep hearing and AI tools. So I've been trying to create a little notebook of what's best for what, and kind of go from there before I start committing to a subscription, or paying for something. So.
Mhm. Absolutely. I think just from the top of my head, I know a lot of people kind of keep running lists like that. And not only would that list maybe be valuable for you, but it could also be a valuable list that you use as potentially a lead magnet. Just top of my head of like, hey, here's a list of all of the things I've been hearing about. If you want to check it out too, come join my community. And then boom, you start having people coming in just from something that you've been using that's useful to you. Like a lot of people would probably find that valuable as well. Just a thought.
Thank you for that. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, of course. And let's see, focus for myself this week. I'll kind of put it into next week because I'm out here in Colorado, and really my first full day will be back on Friday in Houston. But there's so much like in-person networking stuff that I really want to attend. The events that I've been to have really helped connect me to the right people in the right places. So when I get back, I think I'll spend kind of the week more people centered instead of like building centered. And that looks like Houston has a hub for startups and just all sorts of free, awesome events called the Ion. And Joseph goes there and he holds a meeting there monthly. And so probably stick a little closer to some of those networking events next week because I didn't realize, you hear it all the time, just how important those are. And we can do them online and those are great, but there's also something about that in-person aspect where you get to shake hands and then people connect you to somebody else. And so that's going to be my focus next week. And for all of you who have shared, thank you so much. That's really the goal of this meeting, is for us to kind of provide some support for where we're at in our, I don't necessarily know what to call it other than just like business ventures. I will speak for myself. I see so much online and everything looks like, I don't know, perfect. Like people have just got it figured out. And I think that that's just not the reality of what's going on. For me, I'm just figuring it out as I go. And I've only figured it out through trial and error and lots of error, but mostly through just trying. And so you all are here, you're all trying, and you're at your own point with it. But the fact is you're giving it a shot, and that's really what matters, and you're not giving up. So keep on trying, keep on pushing, and look, like for me, I guess I'll again like look for the things that are proving to you that it's working versus what's not happening necessarily on your timeline. But yeah, thank you all. I will move into a little bit of what's going on with LaunchBox. And I know there was a couple of questions and some things that I think you will find useful, the folks that are trying to start their communities on LaunchBox. I'm always hearing your feedback and making updates to the platform. And so I'll get into a couple of those updates here. So again, thank you all. Let's see here. I'll share my screen. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Okay, so here is the LaunchBox community platform. Right here, we are on the feed. So I'm able to post here. We can see other posts that are on here. And what posts you're seeing here, these are agent post. So I have a few different agents, and that's what I'm going to get into here is if you haven't explored creating an agent, how to create one, and sort of the different purposes for agents. So here, last Wednesday on this call, we had our friend Tim in here, and so I went through a demo making Tim an agent, and it gave us the picture of a lady, so we named her Tamantha. And Tamantha here you can see is labeled as an agent, and what you're able to do is program what agents will be doing for your community. So she was programmed to bring in insights about tech news to the community. So here is a post she made. Apple Intelligence is shipping and it's mostly on device. Apple released the first wave of Apple Intelligence features this week on iPhone 16, iPad, and Mac. Most of it runs locally on your device instead of hitting their servers. That's actually the story here, which is cool. I didn't know about that. The feature set is pretty straightforward. Writing tools, rewrite, proofread, summarize, notifications. And so gets into a little post here. That's something that maybe you would see on a LinkedIn post. Here we have the LaunchBox onboarder, which is another agent. The LaunchBox onboarder, every community will get its own onboarding agent. And what the purpose of those agents are is to welcome new community members as they're signing up for your community. So that relieves you of, oh, somebody just joined, I need to make sure I stay on top of all of that. So this agent helps you with welcoming your new members. It'll send them a message and it will post in here so that they get that sense of being welcome to your community. Here's another example. Tamantha actually went and found a YouTube video, one that this community may find valuable. And it's about agents, selling to AI agents, which is actually something I've been hearing a lot about. And so it's really cool to come onto my community and see content that I would be actually searching up myself. And that's how I want you to think about what agents are capable of doing is they're going out there, an agent like this one, and it's finding information that your community would find relevant. So let's say you are a faith and tech community like Jashina. Maybe her agents are going out there and finding YouTube videos that mention just that. And Jashina may hop onto her platform and see something just like I'm seeing here. They're like, whoa, that's really interesting. I've actually heard about that recently. And I'm really glad that I didn't have to take the time to research all about this to provide my community that value. Like my agents are going out and doing that for me. So that's just another example. And agents are becoming a big part of our everyday ecosystem in AI. You're hearing more and more about them. And the difference, if you're kind of unsure about AI versus agents, AI is more or less just like a smart chat. So you can go in there and it'll provide you all the knowledge and information, which is great, and you can execute on that. But agents have just that. They have agency, so you can program them through natural language, and they will have a set of tools and be able to execute on those tools. So this one, for example, it has a prompt that says, "You're tech Tamantha. You know your job is to provide this community with relevant updates and news in AI and tech." And then you have this tool which allows you to go to YouTube and search for relevant videos. You will find videos that this community finds useful and post them into the feed. So that's kind of how AI and agents differentiate. I may have seen a question pop up, Jules. I'll go ahead and answer that here.
Okay, I just had a really quick question. So for the onboarding agent, do you create that or do we create that?
Great question. So it kind of depends on where you're at, because I've recently added the agents part in here. So if you are brand new, then as you're going through the onboarding process, the agents will be created for you. If you're not brand new, then you will go through the launch kit and answer those onboarding questions. Zoom out here. So as long as you have gone through the onboarding here, which has given you your platform brief, then you'll be able to come into agents, and there's actually a button which will say, oh, I see that you have created your platform brief, spawn AI agents. And I made that sound a little bit more complicated than it is. Essentially, just come to the agents if you don't have any agents created. And there should be a button here that says spawn AI agents, and it will create 3 agents. So it will create this one here, which is community onboarding. It will create a community discussion agent. So that one is updating your community. And then a community member agent. So it's going to create 3 agents. These are the basic agents. So any of these other ones that you see here, these are ones that I've created custom, and you're able to do that as well.
So then you create, by going through that particular process, then you'll create the LaunchBox onboarder, the offer architect, and Ian's agent pump. Is that what it is? Or do you just do the 2? I'm sorry, revenue builder. Which 3 do you do?
So the names are specific to me.
Okay.
It will auto generate all of that information for you.
Okay.
And then you can come in and customize it after the fact.
Okay, because I'm on the agent roster, because we talked about it the other day, and I can create a new persona, but the spawn starter agent, it's actually, I can't click on it. It says generated from the platform brief, complete the brief to enable. So I guess I have to go back to the
launch kit. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was mentioning first. So
Okay. All right.
go through that launch kit, answer those questions, and then you'll be able to come back to agents and it will spawn.
Yeah,
and
because I
then
know we switch platforms because of anyway, you know why we switch platforms, so.
right.
Yeah.
But for someone like Chantel coming into the platform who's totally new, she's actually going to go through like an onboarding process, and it will create the agents for her. All in mind of like trying to improve the user experience so that it's less clunky and I have to do less of this explaining in the future. Chantel, someone who's new like Chantel, would have a bit of a smoother process. And those who are still having questions, I have built in a help agent who is super helpful. So over here, what I did to get here was I was in the sidebar. I clicked help. I clicked support agent, and then it opened up this little window on the right here. And then I see all of these pre-built questions. I can click what can agents do? And so it'll explain to me a bit about what they can actually do. Let's see what it says. Agents in the LaunchBox community platform are AI personas that engage with your community. They can post to feed, react to posts. They have memory. They browse the web. They generate images, generate videos. Each of these skills is optional. And so then I would follow up and be like, how do I make one of the AI agents? And then boom, it says to create an AI agent from scratch, you can use the following steps. Go to the admin in the left sidebar and select agents. Click new persona to open a blank agent. And then here it goes through all of the different things you would fill in. Click activate, save changes. And then it also provides you a link to the video walkthrough that I've actually made for this specifically. So you can watch this and also just follow these steps here. So for anybody who has questions, the answers are up to date in the support agent and should be able to answer a lot of those questions for you. Does that help, Jules?
Yeah, that helps. I actually, it's saying to go to the platform brief. Does that mean to go back to the launch kit to fill that
Yes.
out? Okay, so
Yes.
the brief is inside the launch kit. Okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted
launch
to
kit,
I need to go.
then platform brief.
Oh, okay. I see it right now. Platform brief. Got it.
Yes. And one thing I'll shift to is, how are you bringing people into your community? And so through having gone through the launch kit, it generates the brief, and then it also generates the game plan. And what the game plan will give you is, it will give you a waitlist page. So if you're at the phase where you just kind of want to build some excitement for your community that you're building, which Jashina, I've seen you doing, you create posts and then include a link to the waitlist. So what this looks like is this. So you would post this link, people can fill in their name and their email, and then you can follow up with them when the time is right to have them come join your community. Where those emails live is in Launch Kit and then contacts. And here we can see I have a test person who has signed up for this. So then I would take johntest@test.com and send him an email of, hey, thank you for joining the waitlist, and we'll be in touch with you when we're ready for you to come join. The other piece that I want to touch on is, I know a lot of us here are trying to monetize a community, but there's still friction sometimes for getting people to come in to the door when you slap a price tag on it. I've experienced that myself. A lot of people are more keen to come check out what you got if there's a free offering. And so you're able to make your account, your community, public. And again, we could go to help and click on the support agent and say, how do I make my community public? And what that means is, how do I make it so anybody who comes to my community page can actually get a preview of what's going on there without needing to pay? So here it says, go to admin in the left sidebar, click customize in the admin navigation, follow the allow public preview toggle, and click the link button. So here we've actually got a button that will take us exactly where we need to go. So it says, take me there. We're on the right page. And it says to find the public profile section. And that's exactly what this is. So I would toggle it on, and that makes it so my community is viewable and discoverable to anybody. Otherwise, they're hit with a page that says sign up now before you can see this community. You can think about it like Facebook groups. Some you can see publicly and see everything they got going on there. Others you need to sign up for. So what this looks like in practice is, it gives us our little public link here. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to sign out. And then this is exactly what somebody who's coming to preview my community will see. So they see my feed, and they're given these buttons to sign in or to create an account. So this way they get that glass pane to see what you got going on here. Is this something that I'm even interested in? And, you know, get a little taste of what you have to offer. Now, if they want to create an account, or if they already have an account on LaunchBox, they can sign in, but they'll hit create free account. And here they can become a member. That means you have their email, their name, and they're in your community, so that if you're thinking kind of a funnel, this is the top of your funnel, to where now you can upsell them into a paid subscription, or for Jules, in particular, she has a lot of affiliate stuff, so she could be bringing people into her community, and then, you know, next week say, hey, here's something that I think you all might find interesting. Or Chantel with your list that has all of those resources on it. You know, bring them into your community first, offer them some value by showing them what you got going on in your feed, and then push them in whichever direction you see fit for different offers. So I went over two things just to recap. I went over a little bit of agents. I went over bringing people into your community, and then I also touched on getting help. And so through that help button on the sidebar. And so I know I just hit you all with a lot there, but let me answer any questions that may have come up, and then we'll end here in about 5 minutes.
I have a question. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Chantel, I'll answer your question. I saw Joseph had his hand raised first, though.
All right, you can go right ahead, Chantel.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for explaining this and showing this, and process improvement for the user experience as well. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
For the AI agent, I'm still kind of getting my feet wet about like how to kind of create that behind the scenes, but when we're finding content and we're posting it on the community, what happens if that linkage to that content no longer exists for whatever reason, whether it's closed down or whatnot? What would that look like if it's been uploaded on our platform?
That's a great question, Chantel, and I'll say something like that. We call it an edge case, and I know you know that. And that would be an edge case of somebody uploaded a YouTube video, and maybe for some reason it got privated or they took it down. That would be one where I would just be honest with my community. I would hear, like, they would probably be saying, hey, what happened to that video? And I would see those messages coming in, and that would be sort of like a case by case thing. And that probably won't happen. It's finding YouTube channels from a list, actually, that gets created when you're answering what kind of community you want created. So it's finding like live popular YouTube channels, which I wouldn't foresee that being the case where a video is up and then it goes down. But that's a great question. I would do that just case by case, and as your users are saying, hey, this isn't available, what happened? I would just be like, hey, sorry about that. I'm gonna go find out and get it back up there.
Okay, thank you.
You got it.
I just wanted to see, how did you access the agent screen?
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Let me share here.
I blanked out briefly. Was trying to do some multitasking.
No worries. Okay, here I am back on LaunchBox. I'm gonna go ahead and sign back in. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go to the main page. Something I recently added in was the ability to sign up for an account with Google as well. So that's what I'm doing here. There we go. All right. Boom. All right. So here we are. Let's say that you just signed into your community, Joseph.
Okay.
You're going to click on admin. In the sidebar here, there's a little scroll. You can scroll down. You'll see agents.
Got it.
And let's just go through real quick how to create an agent, and then we'll call it. So here I'm going to do new persona. We get this totally blank form here. So you can go through and manually do it, or we can use our agent builder, which is over here on the right. And Joseph, what kind of agent would you foresee your community potentially finding value from?
Topics covered in the so I'm gonna do the founders couch. Probably topics covered on the last meeting. Like what the conversations covered in the last meeting. Like is there access to the information covered? What relevant information were included in the last conversation? Given a scenario, let's say if I can take meeting notes during the conversation and add it into a file where it can reference it and feed the community.
Okay. Okay, so for reference, Joseph does a monthly in-person meeting, and you're talking about taking transcriptions from that meeting and then having an agent explain to the community you've built sort of a recap of what happened.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Okay, so then Joseph, you kind of bring up something that I need to build in actually, because what I would do is I would provide the agent that actual transcript so it has that for context. And so I'll add a button that allows you to upload files to a knowledge base. But in the meantime, a workaround for that would be create an agent that covers updates from the most recent small business, what is it? Circle, right? Circle community meetup from the transcripts below. And so then here I would just paste in the transcript. And so we don't have it right now, but we're gonna say make up a transcript for now. So here our builder's going to take our prompt there. It's asking for a clarification. Should this persona summarize meetup updates in a recap style, or should it sound like a specific attendee? We're gonna say give recap style updates. All right, so here it's given us our button to fill in our form. So here it's given it a name. We can change this if we like. We can say Small Business Circle Houston. We could give it an actual name if we wanted it to be more like personable.
Put Yoda as a yeah.
It's generated an image. That one is kind of weird. I would probably upload an avatar for this guy. Bio, it's given it a bio, recaps the latest Small Business Circle community meetup. It has a voice of being earnest. It has various interests. Here it's allowed the skill to post to the feed, react to post, recall memory. You can also allow it to generate images and video. We'll skip that for now. And then sources, this is where I'll add a button that will allow you to upload files. Because right now it says its own knowledge, but I'll add a button that you can actually upload more knowledge instead of just typing it in. This one is open web, so it would research online. We don't really need it to do that. And then community sources, that's where it's gonna take those YouTube channels and stuff like that as its content. It's given a system prompt. You can set how often it posts to the feed. You can have it post automatically or manually. And we'll go ahead and click Save Changes. Activate up here. And then I'm going to have it post to the feed. It says, do you want them to post about anything specific? If not, just click OK. All right, so now it's posting. And it says published. So here we'll go back to our feed. And here's our Small Business Circle Houston recap guy. And then it goes over a post here. Cool.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for showing me. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's really
it. Oh, and then one last thing I mentioned earlier, where do you guys find videos of this, like this Launch and Learn? So I'll take a look and make sure you all are a part of the community. But here on the LaunchBox community itself, in courses, I have Launch and Learn. So here I've got all of the past Launch and Learn videos, which is what we're on right now. And then for people who are actually partners, have their own community on here, there's a separate meeting we hold on Saturdays. And that catalog is here for you to check out. So I'll upload this video once I get access to it. It takes a couple hours for me to get it back from Google. And then I'll upload it here, and I'll make sure that you guys all have a membership. It's free. Again, like I have my community set to free so that you guys can come in here and check it out. So thank you all. Yeah.
Hey, Ian, is the May 16th one in there? That was the one you did the first 30-day workshop on?
I actually don't think that is. Good catch. I'll add that in there.
Good, because I have it on my phone because you sent it to me, which I appreciate. I want to watch it. So I did have a question regarding, just real quick, I know we're right at a little over time, but regarding the affiliates and stuff. So I see it. I've got my first promoter up. I got my PayPal in there and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So with the first promoter, because I'm with another community, do they just have to be separate? I can't see in both communities on first promoter. Are you familiar with that? Just curious.
So I think we may have gone over this before. I think it might. I'm not exactly sure. You're actually going to be able to tell me,
I'll
I
figure it out.
think. So here on first promoter, for those of you who are wondering what she's talking about, you're able to bring in you're able to recommend people to come join LaunchBox as their own community. So what that looks like for you, I believe all of you actually, except for maybe Chantel, have a first promoter account. Let me see. Campaigns.
Ian, can I ask you? So I see the referral link. I'm assuming that's just to get people to the platform to look at it. Then I see tracking coupons that you can create. And then I see the 40% discount workshop 40. So I just don't understand what all those represent, basically. Is there a video that I can watch that explains that?
No, not right now. I will, and that's something that I'll get up. So in terms of getting it answered for you, this meeting probably can't do it the cleanest. So let me get something together that best answers these questions for not only you, but everybody else who might have the same ones. So.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you so much. And thank you all again for coming here. If you had a question and I didn't get a chance to answer it, message me on Facebook or send me an email. I'll put my email in the chat, ian@ianmcdonald.ai. And yeah, thank you all again so much. I will see you soon. I hope you all have a great rest of your week.
All right, safe travels.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Nice meeting you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.